Most people want money for all the wrong reasons, and that's exactly why they never get it. In today's video, what's your million-dollar why? Most people get this completely wrong. We're going to dive into why your relationship with money might be backwards and how the ultra-wealthy think about wealth in a way that makes it almost inevitable. We'll explore the real reason money shows up for some people and runs from others. Plus, I'll give you a simple exercise that could completely shift how wealth flows into your life. Stay with me until the end, because what I share in the final minutes has helped people go from struggling to attract money to having it seek them out naturally. Give Luxo-Life some love, and let's begin by asking ourselves the problem. Most people want money for the wrong reasons. Why do you want money? If you're like most people, the answer sounds something like this. I want to pay off my debt. I want to stop worrying about bills. Or, I just want more freedom. And while those aren't bad reasons, they're coming from the wrong place. They're coming from what you don't want, not what you do want. Money doesn't respond to desperation. It doesn't show up to fix problems. Money shows up when it has a clear, compelling reason to be there. Think about it this way. Billionaires don't wake up thinking about paying bills or getting out of debt. They wake up thinking about what they're going to build, who they're going to impact, and what legacy they're creating. Money flows toward purpose, not away from problems. When you're focused on what you lack, you're operating from scarcity. When you're focused on what you're creating, you're operating from abundance. And wealth can tell the difference? The wealthy think differently about money's purpose. What separates the wealthy from everyone else when it comes to money? They don't see money as the goal. They see money as the tool. Before they ever make their first million, they know exactly what that million is going to do. They're not hoping money will solve their problems. They're giving money a job, a mission, a reason to arrive and stay. Take someone like Oprah. Her wealth didn't come from wanting to be rich. It came from wanting to impact lives, to create conversations that matter, to build something that would outlast her. The money followed the mission. Or look at someone like Elon Musk. His billions aren't the point. They're the fuel for getting humanity to Mars, for changing how we think about energy, for pushing the boundaries of what's possible. Wealth has a reason to be there. This isn't just about billionaires. I've seen this pattern in everyone who builds real wealth. The couple who saves up to buy rental properties isn't just collecting rent checks. They're building generational wealth for their kids. The entrepreneur who bootstraps a business isn't just chasing profit. They're creating freedom, impact, and the ability to live life on their terms. Wealth gravitates toward purpose because it has somewhere important to go. The energy behind your why matters. Now, let's go deeper. It's not just about having a purpose for your money. It's about the energy behind that purpose. Money is attracted to confidence, clarity, and intention. It's repelled by neediness, desperation, and confusion. When you want money because you're scared, stressed, or trying to prove something, that energy pushes wealth away. When you want money because you have something meaningful to do with it, that energy draws money in. Consider how you feel when someone asks you for help because they're desperate, versus when someone asks for your support because they're building something incredible. The energy is completely different. Money responds the same way. It wants to be part of something bigger, something that matters. When your why comes from vision instead of fear, when it comes from creation instead of survival, everything changes. This is why lottery winners often end up broke again. They got the money, but they never developed the energy, the mindset, or the purpose that keeps wealth around. They won the lottery, but they didn't win the inner game. Wealth arrived without a reason to stay, so it left. Your million-dollar why exercise? So let's get practical. I want you to imagine that tomorrow morning, you wake up and there's exactly $1 million in your bank account. No strings attached, it's yours. But here's the catch. You have to spend it within the next 12 months. And you can't spend it on paying off debt, buying things just for yourself, or putting it in savings. You have to use it in a way that creates impact, builds something, or serves a purpose bigger than your immediate wants. What would you do with it? Not what you think you should do, but what genuinely excites you, what lights you up when you think about it. Maybe you'd start a scholarship fund for kids who can't afford college. Maybe you'd invest in real estate and create affordable housing. Maybe you'd fund a business that solves a problem you're passionate about. Maybe you'd travel the world and document stories that need to be told. The key is this: your answer needs to come from inspiration, not obligation. It needs to be something that makes you want to get up in the morning, something that gives money a reason to not just show up, but to stick around and multiply. Why this changes everything? When you get clear on your million-dollar purpose, something shifts. You stop chasing money and start attracting it. You stop operating from "I need" and start operating from "I'm building." The decisions you make, the opportunities you notice, the way you carry yourself, it all changes. Money starts to feel like a partner in your mission instead of this elusive thing you're trying to catch. I've seen this happen over and over. Someone gets clear on their real purpose, and suddenly opportunities start appearing. Investors arrive, business ideas crystallize, income streams open up that they never saw before. It's not magic, it's alignment. When you know where money is supposed to go, you start making the choices that will get it there. The rich understand this instinctively. They don't wonder if money will come. They know it will because they've given it a compelling reason to arrive. They've created a vision so clear, so purposeful, that money has no choice but to follow. Your assignment. Here's what I want you to do after this video. Take out a piece of paper or open a notes app and write down your answer to that million-dollar question. But don't stop there. I want you to get specific. How would you structure it? Who would you work with? What would the impact look like in 1 year, 5 years, 10 years? The more detail you can see, the more real it becomes. And the more real it becomes, the more likely it is to happen. And the beautiful part? You don't need $1 million to start living your million-dollar purpose. You can start with whatever you have right now. If your purpose is about creating scholarships, start by mentoring one student. If it's about real estate and housing, start by learning everything you can about the market. If it's about building a business, start by solving the problem for one person. When you start living your purpose at whatever scale you can manage, wealth notices. It sees that you're serious, that you have a plan, that you're someone worth investing in, and it starts to flow your way. That's the secret the wealthy know that most people miss. Money isn't the goal. Money is the reward for having a goal worth achieving. It's the tool that arrives when you're building something that matters. So stop asking, how can I make more money? And start asking, what do I want to build with money? The answer to that second question is your million-dollar purpose. And once you have it, wealth has a reason to find you. Thanks for watching, Luxo lovers. If this shifted how you think about money and purpose, give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments what your million-dollar purpose is. I read every single one, and your vision might just inspire the next video. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button because we're just getting started on this journey of thinking wealth and living wealth. Until next time, remember, money needs a reason to arrive. Give it one.